And hello everybody and welcome back to the Isle, and I have a surprise. That's the surprise. I know it sounds insane, but I have been putting in a lot of extra hours. I just recorded the intro, so I didn't have to do it during the actual recording. I'm actually gonna unplug my... Nope, well, heard that. Sorry guys. But yeah. But I am going to become a fully grown Giga this episode. And I'm excited. I even had to battle a Juvie Rex as my last little stand as an almost adult Giga. So let's... Oh, I look so cool. I'm also huge. Not too much bigger, to be completely honest, but I have the look of a fully grown Giga. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at me. I look awesome. So hey guys, thought I'd give you a quick few updates at the beginning of this video while recording this one. I am going to next episode change, or maybe the episode after, depending on how the Giga one is received. I'm gonna change the format of these episodes. I'm just gonna record. What I do now is I record like these 30-minute sections, and I mean they're okay. But they do tend to drag on. Is that our first kill, I wonder? Seems like my first kill, I gotta be real with you. I don't know. How big do parasaurs get? And am I big enough to kill one? Hopefully. But yeah. I don't know what that was. Oh, right, the carcass of the Juvie I killed. I'll just eat him rather than get into a bunch of fucking fights. But yeah, so, long story short. Oh, that parasaur is way bigger, and I'm way bigger than both. Hey guys, how's it going? So I'd announce my presence, say hello to everybody. That's a fully grown parasaur, and that's a scared as hell parasaur. Anyway. Yeah. But I'm gonna kind of... You know, the format I do now isn't bad. It's easy for me as a person. But I feel like as the channel grows, I gotta grow with it. And one of the things I think I'm gonna start doing is much shorter videos, if that makes sense. Like, there's a Dryo. I am not getting water anymore. There we go. Damn, I can have a lot of water with the size I am. Yeah, I see you. Hi. I'm still not getting water. There we go. Alright, let's go hunt that Suko. Let's go kill that little bastard. I'd go for the Dryo, but I know I'm slower, so really isn't a point. But yeah. Long story short, I'm gonna start cutting down these episodes to like smaller, kind of bite-sized chunks, if that makes sense. Like all that fun stuff, like, I know, I got a Dryo friend, don't I? Where is, there he is. Huh. Huh. Alright, yeah, but I'm gonna start, like, getting down to, like, 10 minutes, but making, like, all of it a lot more fun and enjoyable to watch, like, actual editing, maybe a little bit more. Nothing like over the top, you know. There won't be as much editing as like the Isle Survival Guide by any means. Where is he? Alright, we're gonna take a quick sniff. Oh my. Yep, I noticed them too. Run, dude. Run for your fucking life. I said run. I meant it. Oh my god, if we get my fully grown Giga and then immediately die to 2 Rexes, that's gonna be so upsetting for me. We just gotta go. We gotta go fast, and we can't stop moving. Get some stand back. Not 100% sure, but I think Rexes are faster than me, if only by a little bit. But I gotta keep moving. If they want me, they're gonna hunt me till the ends of the earth. I just gotta make sure that I reach the end and die before they do. Always moving now. Now I can never go back. They've claimed the swamp. It's yours now, dudes. Have fun with it. See, they needed to be closer, and they needed to be crouching, and then I would have been dead. Like, no questions. If they had just gotten inches closer to me, I'd have been screwed. I have a sneaking suspicion that Dryo knew them. But I'm not sure. I'll tell you what I am going to do. Yeah, I'm going to loop this way and head toward where I know the other water source is and go there. I'm going to need water. Kind of priority number 1. Alright, let's get running again. I don't want to be here. Unfortunately for me, Rexes are the singular most powerful creatures other than hypos. I don't have many stories of me winning a fight as a Giga, even in Sandbox. Which is really unfortunate. They kind of, they have the bite for the, Rex just super tuned up. I'd honestly say out of the big 3, probably the Rex is the, or like, you know, Giga, Rex, Spino. I'd say that the Rex is probably the strongest of them, no questions. I don't think many people would have issue agreeing with me. They just have his bite, like the bite force that they have, you know, strength-wise. They're just so tuned up. They hurt absolute for just every bit of damage. Alright, I know I'm in the right area at least. I know that if I follow this and go over, it'll lead me to where I want to go. See, I almost think I should loop back into the swamp and then follow the river. But I feel like that's suicide. I don't have a lot of stam. Ooh, boy. I don't know if we're dodging a bullet or if we're getting hunted still. I have a suspicion we're still hunting. Or we're getting hunted. But I'm not... I don't know. Interesting way to start off the episode, for sure. Anyway, back to the format. I mean, might as well. No point in panicking over it all now. Okay, that's not. That's the swamp. Wait. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. It's okay. Let's go this way. Need to get out of here. But yeah, out of the... With the new format, I'm going to talk about this, then I'm going to talk about the big 3 again. But, out of the formats, I got to say that I feel like it would be a good change. I'll do a couple experiment episodes, see how they're received, and go from there. But I feel like kind of cutting out the boring bits where I'm not doing much is for the best. And I don't think many people are going to have issues with that. I'm not sure. Some people might. But I feel like overall, it would just be better for the channel, especially. These 30-minute sections, I mean, they're fun. And more importantly, they're like, you know, completely unabated, so I can't edit out mistakes or stupid things, but... Or unedited, not unedited, I don't know why I said that word, but unedited. But, you know, I feel like asking you guys to sit through 30 minutes of what could potentially be a stupidly boring episode and at least not putting up the highlights and stuff like that is a little much to ask. I feel like some people would maybe stick to it because it's like, oh, it's, you know, it's tradition, you got to. It's, not really. I feel like more than anything, my channel was just kind of based off me wanting to play a game that a lot of people really want to see in a maybe slightly different light. Unrelated, I look so freaking cool. Like, sorry, I need to get that out. I don't see them behind me. So as of this moment, I'm just on video in case I ever get reported for stupid stuff. Like, I no longer see them remotely chasing me. I'm going to assume for the most part that they have stopped. I need to find the cliff edges. Okay, I think now I'm going the right way. There's like a small pond above part of the swamp. Or at least the part that I want to go to. And that's where I'm gonna head. Food-wise, we'll figure it out. Once we get to a new location, we'll go from there. But, man, seeing 2 fully grown Rexes behind me was absolutely terrifying. That was definitely not on the to-do list. Alright, yeah, okay, so I'm in the right way. Okay, I've been going the right direction the entire time. That's... Oh, why does that be back towards swamp? I'm not doing it. I don't think it's worth it. Just in case. I don't know for sure, but... Yeah, they definitely are. But I want to get this. If I can, I do want to get this quick meal. Oh, I see him. I feel like a mistake a lot of people make. Anyway, now that we talked about the formatting style, but I feel like, back to the big 3, the mistake everybody makes is think that they're all, like, evenly balanced, and, this isn't the case. It would be pretty close to impossible to evenly balance all 3 of them. I feel like the Rex gets kind of the preferential treatment because it did have the strongest bite force in real life. The Giga and the Spino did get bigger, sure, but that was mostly due to environment. The Giganotosaurus is noted for, like, hunting Argentinosaurus, which is, I don't remember if it is the largest or one of the largest. I think it's one of the largest land animals ever to exist. I don't think it is the largest. Like 100-ton animals. Think about that. Like, that's what the Giga was evolved to hunt, is, like, in the giant Giga packs, well, this is all speculation, but make pretty decent guesses, is that they'd hunt Argentinosaurus. And there's also, like, Mabusaurus, which also grew giant and bigger than, I think it's Mabusaurus. I'm not sure, but, similar region. But they grew to hunt these massive animals, and, I mean, they did a good job at it. But Spinosaurus was a hyper-specialized pescatarian, basically. It spent a majority... Okay, cool, we're heading toward the other swamp now. Oh, there's the water source. Fantastic. But it was... Overall, it was designed to eat fish. We know that it was basically a giant, huge crocodile, but it's also the largest land predator of all time. And... So you know, it's like... The Rex was built in a different situation. It was like the sturdy, broad cousin. Not really to any of these, but it was meant to be the Now I put this, you know, it was meant to crush bone and literally just rip anything apart with its giant head. While the Giganotosaurus was meant not necessarily to do that. Spinosaurus, sure as shit, wasn't meant to do that. Alright, that's a free meal if I can find whatever just did that. So yeah, I mean, it's just... It's an interesting dynamic they have to balance it. So I know that they gave the Spino an absolute shit ton of bleed damage, which I fully agree with that decision. I think that's the smart way to balance it out. It's like, it'll take pot shots, then run into the water while you're bleeding out on the shore. Makes a lot of sense for something that big. That's a Diablos, right? Diablos, God, I've been playing Monster Hunter so much. But a Diablo. I'm still checking behind me. Oh. That's too tempting. Oh. Cut that out in post. Make another sound. Make one. There he is. Oh, perfect, and I'm kind of hungry. Stop it. Perfect. Alright, let's eat this little bugger and go from there. I'm really glad that they added these to the game. They're like actual meals for big carnivores. See, one thing I'm really grateful about being like a full-grown Giga now is that I can move around a lot more. Like, I have the ability to. Rather than, like, you know, kind of be too small to really roam anywhere, because if you get caught in the open, you're dead. For at least me, as long as I'm not caught by, like, a pack of something, I should be fine. But, you know. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But, you know, it's just hard to balance them, because, like, they gave the Giga absolute shit ton of health, and it doesn't have as big of a bite force and all that stuff, and Spino, they gave it a even more amount of health, and even less so, it has more bleed damage than anything, but it's not like a straight brawler, if that makes sense. But the Rex is like kind of that sweet spot, I feel like. It kind of hits the perfect mark where it does more damage than anything else, so it can kill anything else. Just because, like, it'll do more damage and it can tank the hits from the other things, so their bite force isn't enough. And it's just, it's weird to say, but it works out in the end. I mean, it's not taking away the fact that I think the Giga is by far my favorite to play as. Though I haven't got to play the Spino in a really long time. I think the last time I got to play Spino was on a server, God knows how long ago. Long time ago. Like a long time ago. Back when progression was still a thing. Hello? Anything horrible around here? No? I'm gonna take a drink of water then. Well, actually, I'm gonna move to the other side of the bank and go over toward the... Oop, just hit my own mouse. And go over toward the bank and... let's go drink in the river. But yeah, so far this has been a pretty eventful episode. I gotta be real with you. This has been a doozy. Oh, and there goes Scent. Any chance they had of finding me is now gone. Thank God. We're gonna keep moving with the river though. I'm still paranoid. It's the way you gotta be. If you're not constantly checking your back, like, I didn't check my back for a while there, and then they snuck up on me, and I would have died for that. Because of that, and that would have been completely my fault. Luckily now, though, all scent of any kind has been washed away. And that makes my life much better. What am I at? Yikes. I'm gonna be a long time until I get fully grown. But hey, if you guys want to see more of the Giga, please put it in the comment section. I would very much like to see if you want to see him get fully grown, and us a full grown Giga. Because technically we're an adult, but we're not fully grown. We have a little bit to go. We have quite a bit to go. My Rex on the Isla Nicta 1, we're on 3. My Rex on Isla Nicta 1 is actually that size. Is like fully grown. And that's a carcass. I see nothing around to claim said carcass, because I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than anything that would be around here other than a Rex. So we're gonna just do nothing, because the Giganotosaurus is the single pickiest eater in the world. See, this is where I'd like look right there, and there would be the Rexes like coming out of the foliage, revealing the whole time that they've been trying to chase me, but now that it's like where it is, it's almost impossible to. I've noticed though, very recently especially, is that there have been more pairs on the server than ever before, like mated pairs. I'm not complaining, actually. I think it's pretty cool. I just find it odd. Suddenly it's like becoming a lot more popular to do that. And I'm not 100% sure as to why suddenly that's taken off. I feel like it's because the nesting system has been pretty popular recently. I know a lot of people are doing everything they can just to nest in. I know females technically have that advantage more so than males ever will. Like, I know females, a lot more people play as them because you can nest in people once you get fully grown. But at the same time, I think the detail color is way more worth it. And considering I don't have friends on this game, I'm not nesting in that many people to begin with. And I'm not really one to randomly nest. I feel like it's cool if you do, but I'm not one to do it. That's an interesting sound. We're just following the river. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. That's all I'm doing. Well, you are a different color. Oh, wow. So, literal fork in my path. Alright, we'll head down this way. We're gonna head up toward the tree line now. Not for our safety, but mostly not to cause a giant fucking panic everywhere we go. I think that's why I'm doing this. Honestly, it could just be because I'm still scared the Rexes are somehow nearby. Still. Oh, that was terrifying when I turned around and they were just there. Yeah, but mated pairs have become really popular on the server, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm out of the loop on something. Yeah, speaking of out of the loop, it's really late to talk about it, and probably really late in the video to talk about it, but hey, Pteranodon got, like, the animation showcase got announced. That's cool. That was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Really cool. At least I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting. Oh, so is this the other water source? I think it is. Huh. There's a Rex. let me repeat. There's another Rex. Is he? No. Cool. Oh my god, today is the day of Rexes, man. I'll tell you what. My only, like, quarrel with Rexes is that I feel like they're so overtuned that you just, like... It's very hard to beat them as other carnivores. In, like, a one-on-one brawl. I feel like if you get the jump on a Rex, you're fine. That in itself is kind of hard, but I feel like if you do get the jump on a Rex, you'll be fine. You don't really have to worry about much. I wish something I could eat would pop up. Like, AI-wise. Hell, finding a Dryosaur would be great, too. Yeah, stuck? I am. I guess I'll head toward the bird cage real quick. We'll see what's over here. I've actually been up here in a while. Oh wow, here's a couple carcasses. But the Giga is unfortunately not able to, for some reason, eat them. What's it called, though? Here's a funny story. I'll probably retell this a couple times, but there was God, I still can't remember the server's name. A while ago, back on the not V1, V2 map, I think is what it was. With, like, Pride Rock and Spawn Lake, all that stuff. There was a server I played on, and I absolutely... At this point, the Giga was so out of sight, I never got to play as him, so I never bothered. But the Acro, on the other hand, was a reachable goal in my mind. So I played a lot of Acro. Like, a lot. Like, I'm talking, I almost logged on every single time. And my goal and progression over the course of, like, half a week would be to get the Acro. And I would get it pretty consistently. I think there was only a couple times where I didn't get it, like, because I went for something else, maybe. But I mean, of course you die every once in a while, even like really, really close, like only 5 minutes off, you die. But I would get it at least, I want to say once every week or so, which is really fun. It was stupidly fun. Here's the bird cage. I haven't been here in a long time. I think last time I did this, it was when I was just exploring B3 as a Utah. Anyway, but frames get really weird here. It's clear when I'm not moving the camera, then when I start moving, the frames go down. But yeah. But I hated I hated Rexes when this was a thing, and this is when Rexes were like, it was way before like real moderation was on servers. It feels like. I feel like nowadays like rules are really in place because people like them. But this server had almost absolutely none. And the only time packs would get wiped, like, you know, like get rid of a pack, is every few, I don't want to say weeks, I want to say every couple of days. No, it might have been weeks, yeah, it was. Every, like, 2 weeks or so, they'd wipe the server. And everyone started back from scratch. I mean, of course, the moderators at the time would, like, have that one guy who would spawn himself in as a Rex and then just nest everybody in, and they'd be Rexes, like, day one. There really would be much you could do, but the funny part is half of them would starve to death because no one else is really big enough. So, like, the first couple of weeks, they'd just try to survive by camping, like, spawn areas, and 80% of the time one of them would die, and that would become like the carcass for like all the velociraptors that were just starting out. I want to hunt this aloe, but when I would get to Acro, I would very intentionally wait in certain spots, and I would jump Rexes. And I'd never really succeeded. It was never like 100% success rate. It was closer to like a 70%. But if I got really lucky, I could get stuck behind them so that they couldn't bite me because I was behind them. And the acro is just oh so slightly faster than a Rex. And I would just sit behind them and they just chomp away. And since the hitbox, they couldn't hit my hitbox because I was constantly behind them, I would kill Rexes, and I would get flamed by so many people who are like, oh, their friends, you know, spawned them in as a Rex, basically, by nesting them in and all this stuff. And it's like, wow, I can't believe you killed me and all this stuff. And it was just really funny to me because it was, in my eyes, it was like revenge. Like, I inconvenienced you because you tried to rule the server with an iron fist. I did get flamed a little bit for this. I think at one point I almost got banned because I killed like an admin by doing this, or like a moderator or whatever he called himself. I didn't really regret it. I found it really, really funny because it was not long after I got the Isle that I figured out that the hitboxes were super exploitable. Like when I fought the Juvie Rex, who was, I definitely think Juvie Rexes are really powerful. But when I fought the Juvie Rex, I just stayed behind him stayed behind the hitbox that he had. Wow, it's really foreign. And just went. This aloe will not shut the hell up. And just did that until eventually I killed him. Oh. Well, hey, I need the free up disk space. Who knew? Back to where I saw the one Rex, but I'm hoping that the aloe's down here. Oh, wow. Well, unbeknownst to me, we're at the end of this episode, guys. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, wow. Didn't expect it to be this late in the video. Time flew for me. So yeah, well, with that, guys, I will see you all next episode. Probably not with the new format, probably with this format. And the next episode will be probably the format I tested out on. And expect the review of the. So I did keep talking about how I wanted to do a review of a game that wasn't the Isle. That's still a thing. Unfortunately, I've not been able to do very much progress on it. At least as to where I feel like I should be right now because of school. We're approaching finals week and I'm getting bombarded. I have like 4 or 5 hours of work and homework every single night. It's just really hard to get any real like editing and stuff done. So I am sorry for that, but I can't do much about it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And I will see you all next time. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, and bye.